Hello, folks, and welcome along to season 10, round 2 of Red Arrows Racing. We are here in the lovely Singapore, the Marina Bay circuit, and it is going to be quite a nice one, I would suspect, around this 4.94 kilometre, or if you prefer that in miles, that is 3.069. We have got 19 corners here. We've got 3 DRS zones, and the tyres that we are going to be using today is the C5 soft tyres, the C4 mediums, and the C3 hard compounds. And we're going to be doing a little something special here. We're going to have all the drivers are going to have to use all 3 tyre compounds. So that's going to be the softs, hards, and the mediums. And right now we're going to be having a real look at the standings. We had Bo that got 36 points last time out in Australia. We've got Bobo with 35 points is in second place. Mel Dave in the Ferrari on 29 points in third. We've got M. Harry on 28. 1 point behind him is James on 27. On 26 is Ben T. Smith, so quite close there between them four, only 1 point between each one. We've got Joshie Volko on 20 points in 7th. In 8th is his teammate on 19 points, Go Bucks. Super Striker on 14. San in the Sauber is on 12 points in 10th, and we've got Ross in the Williams in 11th on 9 points. We've got Brewdog in 12th on 7. Also Harper and Super Calgon also on 7, and on 6 we've got Nobby Bootneck and Murph, and Margin hasn't got any points up to now. So who is it that's going to be first up on a lap? There we go. So the one who's still yet to get any points here, and I do apologise about last week's stream. It was being quite a bit of a bother trying to get it up and running, but we're seeing a few drivers actually out on the mediums, surprisingly enough. But right now we've got a lot of margin, picking up a bit of a toe off that Mercedes ahead. Seems to have been getting a little bit held up, but we'll say this game, it seems so much different compared to the previous Formula 1 edition. When we look at this, it seems like the cars are a bit snappy. But what do we look at the drivers' standings? Oh, and oh, imagine bumping into that wall there over the Anderson Bridge. And that could have been fatal there. Connor has actually retired. And that is actually down at the Anderson Bridge, so he will be starting from the back of the grid a bit, unfortunately. And we'll imagine they're getting a little struggling through that final section there. And now to the line times, you're going to be able to put in a 1:28.215. So now I have a chance to be able to speak about the constructors' standings. Ferrari sitting at top with 56 points. Alpine are in second on 43. On 42 points is Red Bull, 41 points, and fourth is Aston Martin. Mercedes are in fifth on 39 points. McLaren in sixth on 26 points. Sauber have 18 points, they're sitting in 7th. Haas in 8th with 14 points. Williams on 9 points, and Visa Cash App Red RB are sitting on 0 points. For the constructors, Connor Daniel Larson, good luck, and good luck to you too. I think you're going to need it, starting from the back there, unfortunately, if that is yourself. But yeah, seen a few times starting to come in on the board there. 127.396 for Super Striker Boo Boo, and second with a 27.660. Mark Bow in third, 127.801. Quite a few of these times coming in now. Having we look further down, always grinding, just coming through sector 1 now. We just seen something else just putting a time there. Was that Joshi Volko 128.594. We've got San in the kick. Sauber here coming to the end of his lap. Oh no, he's just went to start a lap. My mistake. Just noticed that there with the DRS battery, just the ERS battery, sorry, just starting. Well, we look at Murphy's just coming to the end of the lap now. We'll see what they're going to be able to do. 128.265 puts into fifth place. Although we quick look further down, we've got Always Grinding just coming up to the end of the second DRS zone. Or well, the final one is going to probably give you enough boost during the lap, because one on the start finish straight, but that's not going to really help you much at the end of your lap. But now coming up to the final corners of 18 and 19. Oh, that was pretty close there. Just managed to keep it in there. 130.330. Quite a way off of Joshi Volko, just ahead in 9th place. That's a good, about 1.8 seconds roughly. Who have we got up next? We've got San in the Sauber. So notice that he was just starting his lap just a few moments ago. And now coming up to the end. Turn 16 and 17 now up to 18 and 19. What time are they going to be able to put on the board? A 128.831. It's good enough for 10th place for now. And see whether they're just coming through sector 2 now. Brewdog just that little bit ahead. Coming through the Anderson Bridge at the moment. You just stay on board with Brewdog for the moment. We've seen Brewdog there putting in a 130.566. Having a look for who was that? Just putting a time there. I did miss that. Jay-Z is seen there, but putting a time 127.411. Mel Dave's just coming through sector 2 now. Having a look. Eric Pinto just coming to corner. Turn 16 and 17, this little chicane in sector 3 now. We've just got this fast double left-hander of turns 18 and 19. And now to the line, ooh, just managing to keep it within the white lines there, 129.247, it was good enough for 12th place, but then he gets bumped down from, I did miss that was Unzi, I think, was it? Yep, it was Unzi, there managing to get up into second place at 127.286, nicely done there from him. Mel Dave has invalidated his lap time. Bobo. Let's see what Bob is going to be able to do. I'm going to say Bob for Aston Martin driver. That'll be all easier because we've got Boo Boo and Bobble. So we'll just say Bob and Boo Boo. But we've got Bob on a lap now. Just coming to the end of sector 1. Now going through sector 2. Now coming down over the Anderson Bridge and into turn 13. Now up in turn 14. Whoa, looked like he wasn't going to be able to get that car turned in enough there. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. That was just the silver of MG getting out the way there. Now into turn 16 and 17 there, nicely done there, and around the final 2 corners now just throws it and just launches the car in and goes 6th with a 127.861. Now we'll move further down and see Mel Dave on a lap now, coming around 16 and 17 now. So, Harry, you're using 00 wings. Why? Why would you use 00 wings at Singapore? I mean, I've not played this game, essentially, so, because, well, I've not got a wheel that's working right now. Crying face. So, yeah, as this went back a couple of years where 00 wings was a thing? Someone help me understand a little here. Right, so we're seeing a few more drivers start coming out. We're still on board with Joshie Walko, who's sitting down in the 12th place at the moment. He's just came around turn 13 at the Anderson Bridge. Now let's see as he's just coming to the end of sector 2. He's just under half a second up. So if he keeps this up, he could possibly end up going into 9th place. Moving up a few spaces up past his teammate. He won't be able to do it if he's going across the curbs like that. That was way too aggressive at the curb at turn 16. And there we go, he manages to hit it perfectly at 18 and 19, and there we go, just ahead by a tenth and a half on his teammate. Murph invalidated his time and will go down to the Haas, who's still yet to set a lap. He's just come around at turn 3 there. Now into turn 5 where he's going to have that DRS wide open now as he's on his way down to turn 7, right down Ruffles Boulevard. Around turn 7 nicely there. Doesn't use as much of that track on the exit as he had available to him, but still manages to get around it quite nicely. Now as he's heading down into turn 10, twisty, turny section, quite tight. Now across the Anderson Bridge here into turn 13. Now he's going to get another boost of the DRS. You see that rear flap opening up. Round 14 nicely onto Ruffles Avenue, all the way down. If it was a wee bit closer, I could have got a little bit of a toter off that Mercedes, but then again, do you really want one at this track? At certain parts of the track, yeah, maybe, but not at the final sector. 129.059, that's good enough for 14th place at the moment. We'll see if he's going to be able to go any quicker. I'm unsure. He's got 2 minutes and 30 on the clock. We've got Mel Dave here, who's on a lap, just coming around turn 5 there. He is the only driver to still set a time, and he's the only one that's stopping Connor from starting at the very back. If he can't get a time in, then Connor's going to be starting in P19, and Mel Dave, will be starting at the back of the grid. So all he needs to do is get a time in, and he can move up a place. But right now, he's managing to do that. We'll see if he's going to be able to get right up close and personal with the wall there. As he was coming around turn 12. Go on board with him now. He's coming around turn 14. Now all the way flat out, going down into turns 16 and 17. The final corner. Oh, it's final 2 corners, but there we go. 127.788. That's good enough for 7th place. Nicely done there from the Ferrari driver of Mel Dave. Oh, and Super Calgon's retired. I think he went straight on there. I'm unsure about what happened there with Mel Dave, but either way, that's their Super Calgon, sorry, that's their qualifying over, and it's over as well for Always Grinding. Joshi Wilco also, and Jay-Z and Boo Boo. They all won't be able to get a time in. Murph just misses out by the smallest of margins, and unfortunately won't be able to get a time in. And see right now, going through sector 2, he's got the fastest lap up to now, but only by 0.003 of a second. Mark Bull ends up unfortunately invalidating his lap. Little margin can still do this, but we'll have a wee quick look at Unzi. Is he up on his time? Nope, he's down on his time. So can Little Margin possibly steal one over here? We'll find out in just a few short moments when he's coming to the end of sector 2. He's up on his time. It could put him into 3rd place. Oh, and there we go. He's getting a bit of a toe off of his teammate there. Nicely done there. Nice teamwork there between Little Margin and Ross Northover there. Let's see, is he going to manage to be able to do that? Yes, he does, by the slimmest of margins. Bob now coming around the final 2 corners to see what he's going to be able to do. Is he going to be able to improve on that time? Yes, he is. A 127.429. And I think that's everybody. Yes, it is. That is everyone set their time. So nicely done there from Unzi Manjin to get that fastest lap there and get that pole position only by the smallest of margins as well, 0.003 of a second. It was so close to being like Canada just a few weeks ago there. But regardless of that, Unzi managing to get that pole position by 3 thousandths of a second. Mark Bow in second place, while Majin in third, and we had Super Strikers, and then Jay-Z in fourth and fifth, and sixth was Bob, and then we had Boo Boo in seventh, and eighth was Ross Northover, then we had Ben T. Smith in ninth, Mel Dave in 10th, 11th was Murph, then Joshy Wilco in 12th, Go Bucks, always grinding, Super Calgon, San in 16th, 17th is Eric Pinto, then we had Brewdog, M. Carey and Connor, who unfortunately crashed out very early in qualifying. So now we're going to be moving on to the main event, which is going to be, if I remember right, 31 lap race. Here we go, folks. That is the formation lap underway. Having we look at the tyres for now, we're seeing only 4 drivers starting on the hard compound. That's Connor, Eric Pinto, Joshy Wilco and Bob. They're the only ones who are going to be starting on the hard compound tyre. We've got Unzine first on the mediums, then we've got Mark in second on the softs, and Majin on the mediums, and we've got 2 soft runners in Super Striker and Jay-Z. Then we've got Bob in sixth on the hards. We've got 7th, 8th and 9th place all on the soft tyres. Then we've got Mel Dave and Murph in 10th and 11th on the mediums. Joshy Wilco in 12th on the hards. The other Mercedes on the soft compound tyres. And just behind them we've got the Alpine of Always Grinding and the Haas of Super Calgon on the mediums, San in the silver on the softs, Eric Pinto in the RB on the hards. Then we've got medium soft hard for Brewdog, Harry and Connor at the back of the grid. So this is us just getting reformed back up on the grid. Seeing Uzi there getting positioned up nicely. Mark there in second place, and third is Little Margin Super Striker getting quite far up there. We've got Jay-Z in fifth. We've got, Bob ended up getting disqualified, so got moved back quite a bit. Boo Boo there, and then we're seeing all the rest of the cars all line up now. And there we go. Got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away. Oh, that was a slow start there from Unzi there, and he got off terribly there. Marble getting a great launch there, and it looked like there was a little bit of a lag there between the lights there for some of them. But Marble making up them spaces, well, that space easily with them soft tyres. And Unzi dropping down with Super Striker, and GZ up a little margin, dropped down a couple of places. We're seeing the McLaren there of, who was that? That was Boo Boo and Ross there, almost coming together there, going into turn 7. And Boo Boo actually runs wide there and loses a few spaces there because of that big error there. And now he's been overtaken by Joshi Wilco and is down into 12th place. That is not the start that the McLaren wanted. Connor, though, up 6 places from the back of the grid. Absolutely stellar start there from him. And managing to make full use and actually being on them hard compound tyres and making up the spaces that is required up to now. And getting them overtakes done on the hard compound tyres is very nicely done. Seems that everything is calmed down a little bit more. Going on board the GZ there, just having a wee look up front, we're seeing Super Striker and Unzi battling it out there. And Super Striker managing to get an absolutely lovely overtake there on Unzi and getting up into that 2nd place. Unzi not having the best of starts here and is now down into 3rd place from starting on pole position. And to be honest, folks, I was actually surprised that he didn't lose more spaces than that. More places, sorry, my mistake. And yeah, so moving further down there, we've seen Connor. He's actually making up quite a few more spaces there. So nicely done there from him. Did just kind of miss that there. So that RB is actually providing to be quite nice there. And is Murph going to be going for a move? No, he isn't. Didn't manage to get the traction that he needed as he was coming out of turn 9 there. Keeping a close eye on these times. Bob might be able to go and get a move done on Ben T. Smith maybe soon if he uses a bit of yes he is. He's using some of that overtake there. Getting right up close to that barrier there, breaking that little bit of light, not being able to get the angle, the turning that he was needed. Moving further up, we're seeing this top 5 battling out and pulling away from the rest of the pack. Unzi, it seems Unzi had a quick qualifying car, but not so good in the race pace, it seems. But then again, that could all change in a few moments when pit stops and that do come around. Going to have a look further down. Murph going for a move on Mel Dave. And giving him a bit of a squeeze on the outside. But he manages to make the move work and gets that position and gets up another position because his teammate Bob has spun out there, coming out of turn number 8 there. And now is right down. Boo Boo is around. Boo Boo is around and is not having a good race here today, folks. Down from 7th place all the way down into last. It is really unfortunate when your race ends up going that way. Super Calcon going for a move on Bob here. Is he going to be able to get that place back? No, he isn't. Connor now the biggest gainer up to now and is up 9 places up into 11th. absolutely stellar drive up for now. We just continue to see what else is going to be happening here. We've got Ben T. Smith closing that gap on Ross here, just sticking within that window. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3. Who's that? San in the silver into the pits. Have they got a broken front wing? Or are they just pitting early to get off of them soft tyres and get a big undercut? We'll see. No, it doesn't seem to be any... was that a front wing change? Quick look. No, it wasn't. So, no front wing change there. Oh, Super Striker getting right up close to the barrier there. On the exit of turn 12. I've seen still managing to keep that gap to the Alpine of Mark ahead. So he's doing quite nicely there. Same with Unzi behind. Of course, not the best of starts, but managing to keep his cool a bit more and manage to get back into that groove to which he had in qualifying. Move further back, Ben T. Smith. Oh, getting right up close to the back of Ross there. And it's looking like he's going to be going for a move quite soon. You can see that light flashing away on the back. Like he's charging there. But now Ben T. Smith is going, using that DRS, using a bit of that ERS and trying to get the nose up on the inside, but doesn't manage to be later on the brakes. But now he's going to have another shot, but he's going to have to be careful. He's just got that Aston Martin of Murph behind him, and he's into the wall. Ben T. Smith is into the wall, and he has dropped right down into 12th place, possibly even further. Oh, that is absolutely gutting for him. Bob managing to get up a place on Joshy Wilco, but Joshy Wilco battling back, sticking it around the outside of turn 8. Is going to turn into the inside of turn 9. Is like, no, he doesn't manage to keep it. Bob managing to move up that place, nicely done. Connor, though, I've got to say, absolutely great work from him. Oh, but a little tap on the rear of Mel Dave there as they were coming around turn 13 there. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? It's Boo Boo that's caused that there, I think. Yes, it is. Have we got damage? No. And I think this is the perfect time for drivers to box now, as we do know that they've got to use all 3 tyre sets. So we'll have a wee quick look now at the tyres and see what they've went on to. So Mark onto the mediums, Super Striker onto the hards, Brewdog on the mediums. And some of them not choosing to pit, some of them actually staying out, like Unzi Majin. The top 5 really all staying out. So we're going to have a really quick look. So there we go, we're back underway again. Moving a wee look further up, Brewdog there's just about 8.8 of a second there off the car ahead. I'm going to look further down. Oh, he's grinding there. There wasn't a place to M. Harry there. And you know, M. Harry, he sort of told us earlier on he's running 0-0 wings, which I find a bit ludicrous, to be honest. But he's the one behind the wheel. If it suits him, then who are we to judge? Judging right now, though, Super Striker could be eyeing up a move going into turn 16, and he gets that done easily. the pace of that Red Bull is just unreal. Got Jay-Z and Murph swapping places there. Jay-Z managing to move up into 10th place, but then again, is Murph going to say anything? No, he isn't. He's unfortunately not got the pace, but then again, there he is going for it. And none of them getting DRS. That was confusing. We'll move further up the corner, so on them hard compound tyres, up into 4th. And he's only half a second off the car ahead of Mel Dave. And quite soon, the hard tyres are going to start coming into their own. But of course, he's got the Alpine of Mark on the mediums, just about 7 seconds back. So he's going to have to try and get a move on and get past as quick as he can. He's got that DRS. He's going to be going around the outside at turn 14. Is he going to get it to work? Oh, looked like he was going to be able to try and get that switch back, but unfortunately it was just a bit too close to Metal Dave in front, and he has to just sit back for now. Moving further back, Jay-Z and Murph swapping places yet again. Jay-Z getting back past Murph and having to settle back down in 11th place with Ross just behind him, and that's going to be making him a little uneasy, and Jay-Z will be trying to pull away, but Murph being on them soft tyres, he will be getting the better grip. And same with Bob, just a few seconds behind him, having the fresher soft compound tyres. Moving further up corner there, finally managing to get past Mel Dave there. Nice work there from him. We'll have a wee look further down, having a wee look at Eric Pin. Oh, it's not going to be close enough to be able to make a move. Murph though, I think he's going to be going for a move. Yeah, but that drastic overspeed there from the from DRS. Unreal, and it actually took him a little bit too far there. A little bit past the corner, which, yeah, we don't really want him to see, but he managed to still keep it the position. We'll look here from the helicopter view, absolutely spectacular. Looking at the battle between Eric Pinto and Brewdog. Is Brewdog going to be going for it up the inside at turn 14? He is trying it, but he didn't manage to get the nose up as much as he would have liked. Connor there losing that place to Mel Dave for that 3rd place. But is it going to come back? He's got that DRS open, but he decides to shut it again and decides to wait. We've got Mark Bow here going up the inside of Joshy Wolko going into turn 1. And he managed to get the move complete by turn 3. Nicely done there from the Alpine. But is he going to be all in vain? Is Joshy going to be able to come back at him with the DRS on the run up to turn 7? I'm unsure. I don't think he is. Nope, he's not going to be able to get close enough, but that could all change after turn 13. But we'll just see Eric Pinto there managing to get past the Haas of Brewdog there and move up into that 8th position. Nicely done there from the RB driver. Moving further down, Murph still having to stick behind GZ there, and he isn't managing to get past any time soon. It just seems like it was always grinding and Boo Boo swapping places. Joshy Wilco and Super Striker. Joshy Wilco moving down another place of force, staying out on them hard compound tyres, not working out for him. Going further down, Ross North over, still sticking on the back of the 2 cars ahead, and Murph actually having a gap between him and Jay-Z now after being on them fresh, soft compound tyres. And I'm not really working out, and at this stage there's a question of whether overheating or just wearing away too quick. as it looks like he's actually holding up Ross, and it looks like Ross is going to actually finally get past, going into turn one, using a little bit of that DRS that he needed, but now he's going to be vulnerable as he's not going to have the DRS to defend against Murph. So what is he going to be able to do? He's going to just sit, he's going to just be patient and wait and see as they're coming up past turn 6 into 7, and we see Bob Murph, having to move out the way for his teammate. So unsure whether that is just a lack of pace there from Murph, and he decides to let his teammate have a crack at him. We'll have a wee look and see. We'll just keep an eye on that as they're coming up to the next few corners. Sector 2, we've got a yellow flag. Where is that? That's the Haas of Brewdog at turn 12. And he's actually around there, and he's down into 14th place now. And yeah, he's just battling there for that 8th place, so that's a bit unfortunate. Little Majin, they're dropping a couple of places, jumping into the pits corner up to 2nd place, but still has to pit. He's still got a decent enough gap. He still managed to keep that gap quite nicely between him and Mark, who's on the car behind him, who's on the fresher compound tyres. Well, imagine dropping down even further. And I think, could he go behind his teammate here? Yes, he is. And possibly even a little bit further. Yes, down into 12th. Super Calcon going to manage to get him around the outside here. It's going to be a tough one. He's going to have the inside line at turn number 5. But no, he has to veer off Brewdog into the pits to get a wing change. Always grinding 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. This looks like it's the closest battle on track, this battle for 10th place. You've got Little Mashing, who's on the fresh rubber. Who's that? Is that always grinding? Yes, it was. He's got a yellow flag out there. Unsure what that was for. Mel Dave into the pits now. What tyres is he going to be going on? He's off the mediums and onto the hard compound tyres. We'll look further up here. Mel Dave's still in the pits at this moment. Could Little Majin be able to get the jump on Mel Dave? Yes, he has. He's managed to get that undercut and make it work, and is actually behind Super Calgon also. When we look further up, Murph, is he going to be overtaken here from Little Majin? Little Majin going for it up the inside. Is he going to manage to make it work? No, he isn't. Murph actually ends up going off the track, trying to defend that position, and he manages to keep it. So, being later on the brakes did work out quite effectively for him. But now it's all going to change. Little Majin there flinging it up the inside and up into 10th place now. Now he is going to be chasing down Bob there in that Aston Martin. Oh, we've seen a couple of drivers pitting Super Striker. And Super Calgon and Murph coming together there at turn 14, and it looks like Mel Dave's now got a great launch. He's got the slipstream from Super Calgon. He's going to go for a move on the inside. There's contact there between them to the Aston Martin and the Haas there, and now Murph dives into the pits and Mel Dave has to settle behind Super Calgon. But looked like he was going to be going for the move there, but decides better against it going into turn 1. seen a couple of drivers jumping in. Murph and GoBucks. GoBucks tyres is... Oh, they're getting a front wing change and fresh tyres going on to the medium compound tyres. Oh, we've seen Booby, they're going well wide there at turn 3 there. So, unsure what happened there, whether that be maybe coming out of the pits or no, it wasn't. Just a little mishap there, unfortunately. Moving on to Connor, I think he's still got to use the soft compound tyres, so you know, be probably going another 10 laps on this tyre at least to jump onto the soft compound at the end, and then should manage to get exceptional speed with being lower on the fuel and lovely amounts of grip. But now he's trying to get past this. Williams ahead in 7th place. We've seen a few drivers actually swapping places there. I think it was Mel David and Super Calgon swapping places there. But what is Connor going to be able to do? He's going to fling it down the inside of turn 1 on Ross, and he manages to get the place done. And he's up into 6th place yet again here. Absolutely stellar drive from Connor, from starting down away at the back of the grid, and is now in 6th place. Oh, the VSC. That is not going to be nice for Connor, as he could have went and got off them soft tyres. If he was on the soft tyres, could have got off now again. But then again, hey ho, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Bobo on the soft tyres, he's got a perfect one. That's if the safety car, the VSC, is still going to be out by the time they get back around. And so just coming down into turn 10 now. And there we go, that is this VSC ending. A few of them jump into the pits, but they won't get much of an assistance here. Bobo getting off them soft tyres and getting them medium compounds on. Connor and Ross battling out side by side here as they're coming around turn 9 there. And Connor, I don't think he was necessarily happy there. I think, I'm unsure, with Ross's driving there. But looking on it now, Ross unfortunately not being able to keep the pace. That grip in the RB within medium compound tyres is just too great now. Oh, we look further down. Oh, let's see. We've got Bobo on the mediums against Harry on them old mediums. Oates and Connor and Unzi dropping down from boxing now, getting off them hard compound tyres. And Bobo is going to be going for a move here around turn 14. Looks like he's going to be going for it. He's trying, but he's just not going to be able to get the adequate traction. He's going to be leading going down into turn 16, and the straight line speed of that Red Bull is absolutely incredible. we look further up yet again, Dave Margin and Mark Bull close battling for that 5th position. Mark Bull is on the youngest age tyres on 1 lap old. It's hard tyres. San just getting there, a 3-second time penalty. We'll look at the penalties actually. Little Margin has got a drive-through penalty from, I'm going to guess, that is speeding under the VSC. We'll have a quick look at that. And Unzi and Little Margin both got a drive-through. That's what it was. So Unzi got a drive-through penalty, and so did the Little Margin. So we could see that they are going to be dropping down quite a bit. Connor sitting 22 seconds off the car ahead. Having the wheel look, though, it looks like that's him serving that. Oh, and he's just got a 10-second time penalty. That is that. That is Little Margin's race over. Oh, that is absolutely disappointing. 10-second penalty now for speeding in the pit lane. I mean, you're going to have to. It's one way to get people to learn, I suppose. But looking at Super Striker, it's actually got a nice gap. And some of these drivers could be away to pit soon. Conor Renault has only got the soft compound tyres to go. Super Striker, I think he has got the medium tyres still to go. We'll find out if he pits this lap or next. Nope. We look further down. Mark right on the tail of Ross. Is he going to be able to get this position and get up into 4th place? He's right on the tail there, almost hitting into the back of that exhaust. Connor though on a charge, just putting in the fastest lap of the race, and now it's almost as if Ross just let Mark pass there and settles for 5th place for now. Little Margin, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's not one to shy away from penalties, it seems. But unfortunate on his part, I will say. Not, well, hoping an attractiveness to penalties, it seems. Move further down, we've got Ben T. Smith. Ooh, getting a little bit shaky there as he was coming out of turn number 3. Now around 5, he's going to have that DRS, but is it going to be effective enough? Nope, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, when we look further up, Jay-Z and Mark swapping places in there. And Mark actually getting up into 3rd now. Now, is he going to be able to catch up to the car ahead of Connor? Having a look at the stops, Mark has actually done 2 stops already, so Mark is sorted. What about Connor? He could drop down quite a fair bit up to now, since he hasn't had a chance to get his 2nd pit stop in, and the gap is just under 5 seconds between Mark and Connor there. Well, we look further down, Unzi and Josh Wilco really close together now, and I think Josh's tyres will be starting to get to the worst end of their life, and Unzi's will be starting to overtake them right about now, I would imagine. And there we go, one didn't get past, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, up into 8th place. Right now it seems that everything has calmed down a little, and the drivers haven't started to split apart. So I'm just gonna ask you guys if you're enjoying the content up to now and you enjoy Formula 1 related commentary, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot, and if you feel free to share it with your other friends and family who love Formula 1. But right now, back to the action. Well, they've gaining on Ross here. Well, they've been on them younger, 6-lap younger, hard compound tyres over Ross's 14-lap old hard tyres. Seen Ben Smith jumping into the pits, so just be able to jump onto the soft tyres now, I think. Connor actually reeling in that gap to Super Striker, and it keeps this up, then could actually be looking at a possible good high finishing place. Although we quick look at the stops with the leader time, so looking at the time, it's 27 seconds for a pit stop, so Connor is looking like he's going to be dropping down to probably nearer 10th place, maybe even if he pits now. But then again, we've got other people there who've still got the pit. Super Calgon being overtaken by Unzi, and there's another one who's still got the pit. So it looks like Mark, is actually net leader right now. Is that going to change though? He's going to be able to get a good undercut, but Connor is going to need to try and absolutely book it, because he's going to be jumping onto them soft compound tyres at the end. We've got Bob and Boo Boo here quite close together, less than a second between them. What could happen? We've got Ross and Jay-Z just coming to the end of the pit lane now. Are they going to be able to get out ahead of these two who are battling it out? Jay-Z manages to get out ahead, but Ross is at the back of that pack and has to sit behind and goes down into 13th place there. Jay-Z managing to get out there perfectly, and now isn't going to be getting held up by Boo Boo, who is still yet to pit for his final set. Oh, and seen there, Boo Boo actually hitting the wall and loses a couple of places there due to that, and is down into 13th place now. I've only got about 9 and a bit laps left to go. We've got Connor in the lead now as Super Striker has come into the pit, so we're always grinding there. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Got a caution in sector 1 and 3. What is happening? Is always grinding has left the session. He's retired in the pit lane, so that's going to cause a little bit of a controversy, as he'll come out just onto the track in a few moments, I think. Don't think so. I think all will be good. But Joshua will go into the pits now. Connor in the lead, but not going to be for long. He's going to be dropping down another 2 places at the very very least, sorry. And yeah, we're going to have to wait and see how things are going to go. He's going to have to come into the pits possibly at the end of this lap, as he's not going to be able to stay out much longer. As the undercut is going to be, this is his time. This could be his time. Is that in the pit lane? Yes, it is. Brewdog retired in the pit lane. That's a bit unfortunate that he's done that. So, ooh, and doing a little bit of a dummy there, Connor. A bit pointless, really, because there is no drivers near you. Jay-Z and Little Majin close together now. Has he been? Yes, he is. But Majin sitting on 13 seconds worth of penalties. 10 seconds due to speeding in the pit lane, and 3 seconds for multiple track violations, and also has had a drive-through. So I will say, for being quite a bit unlucky here in terms of the tyres, he's managed to do quite nicely here, considering everything that has happened, and we finally got that yellow flag that's flashing away gone, and now we'll be able to continue on with the racing properly. Well, imagine they're still sitting quite close to the back of GZ, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to keep up and be able to keep that position with being on them much older, harder compound tyres. Boo Boo into the pit lane, jumping onto the medium compound tyre. A little look right now. We've got Bob and Ross close together, battling for that 10th position. Bob is on them older tyres by 6 laps, so is that going to be able to... it's not going to be helping him any, as he will be getting less grip compared to the car ahead, who's on 2-lap-old medium compound tyres. Connor into the pit now. Now, from starting way down at the back, I want to see where he's going to be coming out. We've got Mel Dave, who's just passing. Unzi just coming around the final corner now, and I think he's going to end up getting past Super Falcon. Oh, and if Connor just left it one more lap. Oh, and that's not going to be good for him. But now we're going to be seeing a slew of drivers jumping into the pits and getting their final set changed. And we could see a lot of these drivers who have already done their pits jumping back in for a set of soft compound tyres, if they have done, that is, which we're seeing a good few drivers have. Murph, he's got a fresh set of softs. Nope, he's onto the mediums. Ben T. Smith. Oh, going and deciding against it. So now, these drivers up the front, these top 4 drivers, they've all still got to pit. And that means Connor, I think most likely, is going to be going up to 2nd, maybe even. Connor could actually get the lead here. Oh no, Super Striker is out and stayed out. Mark Bow, Mel Dave is in. Mark Bow just coming to the end of the pit lane now. San gets a speed under the safety car violation. Is he going to manage to be able to get him? No, I don't think he did. Nope, he didn't. But he has got the grippier soft compound tyres. Oh, and we've just seen a couple of them actually end up getting, I think that was speeding in the pit lane violations there. 2 10-second time penalties there, I think. Yep, speeding in the pit lane for GZ and Ross Northover. I think one of them was probably Ross hitting into GZ, so I don't think GZ is going to be awfully happy about that. We've seen a couple of 10-second time penalties there, drive through for San, so a bit unfortunate there. And we're just seeing the safety car pick up the leader there of Super Striker, and we're going to have a slew of cars slowly trundle their way around and catch back up to the back of the safety car. So folks, it looks like we're going to be getting underway racing again at the end of this lap. So as soon as we get the safety car coming into the pits, then we're going to be getting the green flag yet again. We're going to have 4 full laps of racing before that checkered flag falls. And there we go, we've just had that message from race control to tell us that the safety car is in at the end of this lap, and you see it just speeding away there. We'll just see that little yellow icon at the bottom right hand side of your screen, and there it is, just going past down 16 and 17 and getting ready to get back into the pits. So we've got Super Striker in that Red Bull who's going to be leading us away on lap 20, at the end of lap 27, going on to lap 28, and he's away already. And he's kind of caught Connor off guard there, who's 1.2 seconds back. Mark, though, responded right away. Ross and Harry swapping places there, 14th and 15th, battling over that 14th position. Have a wee quick look at the interval. Sorry, I thought that was actually the interval before. But yeah, so looking at it now, Mark Bull still sitting right close to the back to Super Striker. Is he going to be going for a move anytime soon? I think he's going to be waiting patiently for that DRS to open up so you can make that light work, but he's going to have to be careful of Connor at the back of him, who's right on the tail of him and who has actually drove such a stellar race here. And it looks like he was, was he going for a massive style move there, coming over the Anderson Bridge. Looked like he was going to be going for a move there, but decided better against it. Is he going to be going for a move now? Yes, going down the inside at turn 14. As he managed to get the grip away. Nope, they're going to be side by side, going all the way down to turn 16 and 17. Connor's got the inside line and is able to be lighter on the brakes with them soft compound tyres there and get the adequate grip that he's needing. And now he is chasing after the leader of Super Striker, who is just ahead on them older medium compound tyres, 7-lap-old mediums there, but there won't be much out of them because of the safety car, but they have been through a heat cycle. So will that be advantageous to him, or, well, one thing that isn't going to be advantageous to him is that DRS, where Connor has now managed to get up into first place yet again. He was there earlier on, and now he's back there. He's got a 3-second time penalty, so he's going to have to try and clear this gap. He's only got 2.5 laps to go in order to get 3-second gap. He's got half a second gap up to now on the car behind. When we look from the leader, if this stays the way it is, he's going to be dropping down all the way to 6th position, so he's going to have to be getting a move on. But then again, Mel Dave and Super Calgon have both got 3-second time penalties also. We look further down. Is Unzi going to be able to go for a move here? Going down into turn 16, is he going to be later on brakes? No, he stays behind and just stays slotted in behind Mel Dave there. But he is getting awfully closer. Connor putting in the fastest lap of the race, 129.185. And there we go, Unzi, and make a little bit of contact there, but Unzi manages to get past the Ferrari of Mel Dave there and moves up into that 4th position. Mel Dave got that 3-second time penalty, so Unzi wanted to try and clear him as quick as he can so he could try and catch up to Mark up ahead, but he's just out of DRS range, so he's going to have to try and see what he could do in the closing a couple of laps here. The top three still managing to keep the top second and third have been able to still keep on the tail of Connor and that RB up ahead. Having a look down, is he going to be going for it? Oh, quite considerable amount of lighter on the brakes than Bob there in that Aston Martin, who's sitting in 8th position now coming into turn 13. Is he going to be able to get the move done with the aid of the DRS? It's going to be tough because Bob has got the DRS also. Eric Pinto there still sitting nicely behind Super Calgon. It's not even, you could just sit behind here and be able to get that position, but if he gets a move on, then it could work out in his favour. But he's got a big gap to bring down. We'll go up to the front pack. These front three still battling it out. Super Striker could just sit in behind and be able to get the win, but he has to try and make sure that Mark doesn't overtake him, or it could be all over and he could end up in second place. Having a look further down, we've got Eric there still sitting behind Super Calgon there. Doesn't have to make a move. Bob still has to make a move on Eric and try and get somewhere. I think one thing that might be kind of advantageous is just stick behind Super Calgon. And I think Bob might actually be benefiting from sticking behind. But there was a little bit of contact there, so we're going around turn 13 there. Bobo bumping into the back of Eric Pinto there. Oh, Mark, is he going to be going for a move? He is. He's going for a move down into turn 16 there, and there's contact, and he's round. Mark is round. And Super Striker had to cut the chicane there, but didn't get a penalty there. Connor wins on track, but goes down into second place. Into third, Unzi goes up into second place. Connor down in third. We've got Mel Dave fourth. Fifth is Eric Pinto. Sixth is Mark Bowden. We've got Super Calgon, Bob, Bobble, Murph, Jay-Z, Little Majin, Go Blacks. They all just came in there with plenty of penalties there. Harry just coming across around the final couple of corners now. Sam just getting in. Another 3-second time penalty that did not have a good race there. And drivers have left. Brilliant. So there we go. I'm having to look at the stream in order to find out who finished where just there. And there we go. That is the end. We've got Super Striker there who gets the win. Unzi in second place and Connor in third there. Connor managed to do a stellar drive coming from the back of the grid to finish first on the track. Unfortunately, the 3-second time penalty did hinder him in the end. Then we had the Unzi second, third was Connor, Mel Dave was fourth, fifth was Eric Pinto. Then, oh jeezy peeps, sorry about this folks. It's because I'm having to look at the stream in order to get them because someone left. So after that, we had Eric Pinto in fifth, Mark Bolt was sixth, then we had Super Calgon in seventh, Bob in eighth, ninth was Ross, then we had Boo Boo in 10th, 11th was Go Bucks, Murph in 12th, Jay-Z in 13th, 14th was Little Majin, so that's where he was. Ben T. Smith in 15th, 16th was M. Harry, and San was 17th. Joshy Volkos, Brewdog, and Always Grinding did not finish the Grand Prix, unfortunately. So that is the end. Uh, so just heard there, James Mallet said Harry did an upsell for charity and he let people who donated pick his setup for him, so I guess they decided to stitch him up. Yeah, I guess they did. Zero Zero Wings, absolutely stellar setup for this track. But right now we'll have a wee look at the calendar for next week. We're going to be at Monza, so that's going to be just a standard 50% race. So look forward to hearing and seeing you guys next week, same time at about 8:15 UK time on Mondays. So until then, from me, it's peace out.